I've been traumatized one too many times, I think. Mechanics tomorrow. I'm thinking of maybe going to Plymouth today, which might be a mistake. I feel like I want to walk around the city centre, kind of like I did when I was on buses. And I thought, well, I could get a bus, I could pay for a bus there, but then you got to do all that stuff that comes with buses, like all the waiting in between, all the timetable checks and all that. Doable, but it means getting used to the old routine, which I might have to do at some point, maybe. The old routine of just waiting for buses and dealing with the gaps and dealing with them not turning up and dealing with what's on them. I mean, a lot of the time you do get to just sit there and look out the window, but a lot of other times it's like babies screaming, chavs yelling, lots of weird things to look at, lots of distractions, like broken SJWs singing loudly to themselves and being obnoxious, watching all the disgustingness of humanity with its broken, right before your eyes, humanity's got broken idiosyncrasies. Not fun, eccentric idiosyncrasies, like full on, like humans are so destroyed. They destroy themselves and they destroy each other. They mainly destroy each other, let's say that. Anyway, I might do this trip just because it's on my mind, but the oil pressure warning might show up again, in which case I'll stop and go back, and well, that's what I'm hoping to begin checking out tomorrow. They said they'll look at it at the mechanics, but they won't fix it. They'll just rebook some other visit to fix an oil check. I mean, it's not a fix anyway. I don't know why they mentioned fixing. We can't fix anything. I'm not talking about fixing anything. I'm talking about, can you check my oil pressure, please? Maybe that's what they'll do tomorrow. That's what I want them to do anyway. Else there's no point in me even being there. Okay, I got to Plymouth, and I'm lucky the traffic was driving slow today, and I'm in the Western Approach car park. I think there's a few car parks that snuck up on me appearing to the left, but there were so many lanes that I had to jump back and forth through. I wasn't sure I was going to find parking in this multi-story, but here we are. Let's see what the costs are like. There's so many parking spaces that just say disabled on the floor, or parent, mother and children, or electric car. They're just like stopping people get parking. It should be parking space. No restrictions, no rules, anyone can go in it from any background. You know, I thought these leftists were about like trying to push for equality or stuff. They can't even do a simple all parking spaces are for all people kind of thing. Which is what I'm for anyway, because I'm an individualist. It's not even an equality thing, but if it, like, it's something they could push for on that grounds as well. So it's essentially something we agree on, and yet they're not doing it. Anyway, obviously I'm in a fragile state, still grieving, so... But I just wanted, I don't know why, I felt a draw towards just walking through the crossroad streets in Plymouth for a bit, seeing what's in the shops, seeing what's changed, and then go back. But I just have to be careful driving. So I'm going to walk up the main high street. Geography is good. The whole concept of that, probably pop that in the Kinder video. Don't know what this giant cage is. goes all the way up to the roof where there's a restaurant apparently.
Can I give you those? Yeah, well, like she said, if they do lots of hiking. Yeah, she's done that. She said she's going to do hymns or something. And people come in like, I said, we have that peach snaps, remember? Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
This is meant to be... Let's ignore these posters because they're about something left. This says Lady Jane Grey, as in Tudors after Henry VIII's death, at the place of her execution. I can't remember reading about her being executed, to be honest. I didn't know that. And this is a lovely old photo, aerial photo, 1958 of Plymouth. So where are we? I don't know. Had it been blitzed? Or is that a construction site? I don't think I recognise what I'm looking at. Oh, is this where we are? I think we're here. Yeah. That's the car park I'm parked in. Looks completely different. We came, this is completely different, across the road. Where do we go there? We went up here somewhere, I don't know what that is. Might not exist anymore. Came round, went up here, down here, and now we're in this building, on the top floor. It's kind of cool, I've never been in the top floor of this before. Didn't even think to go in House of Fraser because I thought it was like a furniture shop, which it partially is. Okay guys, just had a little walk around Plymouth today. That was my walk for today. I went into House of Fraser, which you may have seen, and realised that you could get to the top floor and it wasn't just furniture, and there's a restaurant on the top with a great view. Everything's very expensive around here. The city is just as you would expect, really, if you're on my side of things. You know, leftists everywhere, commies everywhere, pollution of culture, you know, the English being sidelined everywhere you look, and of course it's a big industrial authoritarian city, so they're all tracking you and everything's about regulations and rules and must safety and bullshit like that. That said, I went to a Popeyes. I saw, this is an American brand, I've never seen it before. Popeyes chicken. There was one in Plymouth. I was like, oh, okay. Peeps in there were quite nice, I would say. And they were happy to let me order at the front desk, which is always a plus. They briefly directed me at the kiosk. Only because I asked for a paper menu. No one does fucking paper menus right now. It really pisses me off. So I was like, where's your menu? And there's a big screen on the wall. So I took a photo of it and I looked at the screen on the wall, just sat there for a while, and then like guy off to one side just watching me because he doesn't have anything better to do, which was very distracting me from looking at what's on the menu and trying to decide. But yeah, paper menus are very important. Restaurants and fast food restaurants, just get rid of the robotic kiosks. It should just be human to human, because currently that place, it's not as soulless and destroyed as Burger King. The Burger King I know off the dual carriageway is just, there's zero interaction between the staff and the customers. They're like, kiosk, go over there, and then they prepare the meal in the kitchen. They don't talk to the customer at all. No banter, no chat, no questions, nothing like that. Can't even take your order there. And all they say is number 8934, and then you go to the desk and pick it up. And there's nothing in that. Like, that business is dead. That business is dead. But this business is still alive. You can go to the front desk and you can have a chat with the people serving, and they'll serve you at the front desk, and they won't want to rush it, and they won't get angry with you for ordering at the front desk, and they were actually very helpful and did some things for me. So yeah, I got a thick chicken burger thing with mango habanero sauce on it, which is actually just me. They let me subtract things from the chicken burger and add other things that they had, which is cool. And then I've got 4 hot wings and a weird milkshake that kept leaking on me. Sorry, an ice creamy thing. Strawberry cheesecake ice cream, which started leaking on me as I was walking through the hot sun. So they didn't have a very good thing to carry in. I also went to a little I love those American style candy shops where, I don't know what you call it. It's not just American because there's some Japanese stuff in there, but like, you just get these candy shops somewhere and it's just like imports, mostly American sweets, and I go in there for the root beer because where else am I going to fucking get it? You can get like grape soda, root beer and cream soda are like their top drinks that every single one seems to have, and I love those. Went in this one, there's a bunch of monster drinks I've never seen, like coffee monster, Viking berry monster, blue, tropical ultra blue, things I've never seen. We don't sell in our shop. So yeah, I love going in those shops because I'm almost guaranteed to get a root beer. I got something else. I got a bottled drink from there, which is very interesting looking. Butterscotch beer, non-alcoholic. Butterscotch beer, Flying Cauldron. So that'll be very interesting to try. Not sure I'll get the lid off until I'm home. Catch you later, folks.